Go f yourself.
But
go f yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and by now you've probably seen the message that Elon Musk had for advertisers. What he said was 100% true, essentially pointing out that these advertisers were blackmailing him by withholding advertising dollars for ideological reasons. Not reasons that, hey, the advertising isn't working. Because let me tell you something. As somebody who ran a search marketing agency for a very, very long time, who's worked with companies, big companies, Fortune 500 companies like Amazon, Warner Brothers, things like that. I manage their ad spends. They know if ad spend is generally profitable or not. And that's kind of generally how they make their ad spend decisions. Now, you have a few outliers, for example, like Dylan Mulvaney and Bud Light, but honestly, I'm sure they invested that money thinking that it was going to make them money. I think that they were convinced that sponsoring a biological man who many view as someone in woman face, they thought that was going to make them money. They weren't just doing it to burn money up. I think ultimately, when you're talking about granularly the way people spend money online, it's all very trackable. You can track right down to the keyword, the zip codes, all this kind of stuff. You can figure out who's making money, what ad campaigns are making money. That's what I did for a living. I was very good at it. And that's why people hired me, is because I could go into an ad campaign, a company that might be spending $10 million a week. And generally I was hired to make that spend $6 million a week and double their earnings, which was very easy to do because many of these companies got sloppy over the years. But that's neither here that or there. Elon Musk spoke at the New York Times Deal Book Summit yesterday, in which he directly called out Bob Iger, directly, and in fact said, "Go F yourself."
now obviously, you know that there's a public perception.
Now I'm gonna go just to the clip because I feel like,
Okay.
Perhaps.
Why?
Have this view. What do you do?
F, Y.
I
GF.
understand, but there's a reality too, right?
What's the reality?
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda
no,
Yaccarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, no, totally. So, no. Actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do? It's going to kill the company.
See.
And do you think that
And the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say, we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say,
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and
Inappropriate.
They didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
He's 100% right. What he's saying here is that everyone's going to know that Disney and Paramount Plus and we've got later I'll give you a full list because it's been published and it's going on. People are mass canceling their Disney Plus now because of this. Good idea if you hadn't already canceled it.
It had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
This is great.
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money,
Pardon his French here.
fuck yourself.
But
Go fuck yourself. Is that fair? I hope it is.
Watch this.
Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Bob Iger.
well, let me ask you then.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think then about the economics?
This guy's brain is completely short-circuiting because he's saying, but advertising money. Elon Musk is saying, but what if we don't need it? What if we have other ways to bring revenue in? Now, I suspect Twitter could continue to trim costs. Most of the infrastructure is already in place. I would not be surprised if we saw another pretty sizable layoff in the near future. Because quite frankly, generally, if an advertising campaign is profitable, a company's going to spend that money. Now, when you're Apple and you're Walt Disney Company or something like that, you could pull your ads and generally be fine. But remember, these companies are publicly traded. And we already talked about Nelson Peltz and this activist kind of hostile takeover that's going on from the shareholders at Disney. And so what Elon's saying essentially here is, like, I've had enough. You know, and I do think that, by the way, you know, Elon has plenty of money coming in from Tesla, plenty of money coming in from gigantic contracts with SpaceX. You would have to be a complete delusional ideologue to think Twitter's going to collapse or shut down because of this. Like, let me be very clear, okay? I know that there are a bunch of Tesla haters in my viewership, and if I ever say anything popular about or anything positive about Teslas, you're like, they're not saving the planet, bro. Didn't you know that? The Wired magazine published this one Tesla burned down, bro. Even though, like, you know, 500,000 Fords get recalled every single year. I'm not saying Teslas are perfect cars, but I'm saying there are lots of people who will, you know, have big financial short position stakes against Tesla that deploy bots on Twitter, X, and spread all sorts of stupid misinformation. So a lot of people I've had people literally confidently argue with me about, you know, cold weather conditions and Teslas, even though I've driven one since they came out and I live in Wisconsin. So people have their own opinions about it. Sorry about the side rant, but it's so annoying. Just don't buy one if you don't like one. Why are you so emotionally attached? That said, he's making tons of money from Tesla. Tons of it, okay? He's making tons of money from SpaceX. Starlink is going to be printing billions of dollars for him. What do you think he's doing with all those satellites outside of the internet too? Don't you think perhaps he's got some sweet military contracts? You know, he's got he's got Grok coming up. He's got his micro brain chip thing. You know, the guy's, if Twitter fell apart tomorrow, if all advertisers left Twitter tomorrow, it would still exist. And it would be fine because that's where people are. And people like this stooge, okay, he can't fathom a world where he doesn't work for advertisers. He can't fathom a world where he doesn't do what the advertisers tell him to do. His brain is literally breaking in real time. What about the advertisers? They rule my company. By the way, people are still advertising on Twitter. Okay. You know, Disney and Apple did spend a lot of money, and pulling it will take a lot to recoup. But you're already seeing loads of people signing up for Twitter Premium in solidarity. Then you're seeing this. Justin, users on X report mass cancellation of Disney Plus subscriptions after Elon Musk interview. My Disney Plus subscription is now canceled, and my children are prohibited from watching Disney movies. I canceled my Disney Plus subscription. They keep going to F it up. After Elon's little headline last evening, I'm really glad my family doesn't have Disney Plus as a subscription. I knew I made the right call when I canceled a while ago. Just canceled Disney Plus subscription. You see this too. Just cancel my Disney Plus. There are plenty of other options out there, Bob. Cancel Disney Plus and subscribe to X. If I get offered a cable package that doesn't have Antenna Disney or ESPN, I'll get rid of that too. Anything Disney turns me off. Just canceled as well. Can't support suppression of free speech. I canceled Disney. No, in my experience, generally when people are like spamming this stuff out, it's probably like 15 to 20% of the people that say they're canceling it actually did. You see Muse here saying, you know, he actually showed it, confirm you want to end your subscription until it's active. He actually did, he canceled it. That's how you do it. That's how, when you say you cancel Disney Plus, you show that. I'm thinking about getting Disney Plus just so I can cancel it. We canceled ours after a little fascist at Disney went after Gina Carano. You know, so I mean, I think that, again, what this is going to do is push a lot more people away from Disney Plus. You can see New York Times deleted the DealBook Summit with Elon Musk from their YouTube channel. Yeah, isn't that funny? What they didn't like Elon Musk saying the advertisers don't have power. People will, you know, I've been pushing over the last couple months. I'm going to continue to do it, to push like my locals, joining my locals. At some point, I'll have enough people and locals there that I'll be able to say, hopefully, whatever the hell I want. And if I get demonetized, it doesn't matter. And obviously, that's what Elon's trying to do by turning Twitter into like a pay-for platform. He's going to have to accelerate rolling out more products, almost certainly. But now you see this. Support Elon Musk, join X Premium, and cancel your Disney Plus subscription. X is the only big tech platform fighting for freedom of speech. That's a lie. Rumble does. And does it more than Twitter, to be honest with you. Does it more than X. These are the slimy corporations, should feel ashamed of themselves for trying to suppress free speech in America. Apple, Comcast, Disney, Warner Brothers, Washington Post, Discovery, IBM, NBC, Universal, Paramount, and Lionsgate. I mean, I think that you end up like, you see done, but it's on the web, not the app on iPhone, so it cuts out Apple share. You know, yeah, I mean, I think you could see a great push of people signing up for Twitter Premium to try and support this. You see, I'm canceling my Apple TV, Hulu, Disney-owned, and Paramount Plus subscriptions. I will do my best to stop giving my money to companies who don't support X and Elon Musk's effort to save free speech. Look, I think, you know, for example, I don't think you should, I don't really care if somebody chooses not to advertise on Twitter. But I do care if they're doing it to try and break his, buck break him, so to speak, and make him get in line. Because advertisers aren't supposed to have this level of power. They can buy it. You're the platform. You have the customers. You have the power. People that, wait till the Tesla phone comes out or the X phone, and you don't have to use the stupid Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store. Just wait, because that's going to come. So when that comes out, and now Google and all these other people don't have a monopoly. Now, granted, 3 isn't all that much better, but like it's better than 2. I'd rather give my money to Elon than Apple or Google. I think that there are probably, 50 million people who would agree with me. They have a nice phone. They have it be open source. They have it, they do it their own way. And they can then you can't get deplatformed. That's what I think he's doing with Starlink too, by the way. But like you end up, you give yourself an option, then these platforms can't do this crap to you. And I do love this movement. And if people are still paying for Disney Plus, I bet you could take a few months off. There's so much great content that you can just rent for free from the library or watch on YouTube for free or watch other ways for free. Or go buy the DVD used secondhand on eBay, all this kind of stuff. It's actually really easy to not be paying these people money. So they're effing around, and we'll see if they actually find out. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it and you subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.